at a Taylor Swift Now event in Chicago. There's a bunch of fun games and lots of fun things to do, and I'm super excited to be here.
We went to the AT&T event first, and then from there we got to sign up for like future events with AT&T Now. And now we're at the future event.
It's a party for Taylor Swift, and I don't know what to say. It's just amazing.
She's surprising us with this huge, big party for AT&T.
There's Taylor Swift everywhere. That's a dream come true.
They've got a dance floor. They've got classic old school video games. They've got claw machines. That's my stuff.
All their games, their photo ops, everything a girl could want.
When I walked through that tunnel, I was trying not to cry. The AT&T dance floor, it's lit. Literally lit. We love Track TV and AT&T! When she did the secret event before Reputation came out, I was so jealous, but now I got the chance to do it tonight. She's truly beautiful. She's an angel.
I can't wrap my head around it. I have no words. Like, is this even real?
A lot of hype too. Like, we're all kind of anxious to see what's about to happen.
I was sobbing because I realized what was about to happen.
We just ran.
We ran, and they're like, walk, and they're like, no, go, go, go.
Surprise concert, mind blowing.
Yeah.
We were just by the bar.
We had no idea. We were just
by
standing.
the bar getting non-alcoholic drinks. All of a sudden, we
The
saw a
lights
gate
turn off.
rattling, and we're like, "Why are the gates opening?"
3 guitars, a piano, a stage. Like, I was full. I feel like the only time people run and scream that much is if Taylor Swift is here. So at that point, I was like, she's here.
So this is a group of almost 200 people. That's louder than some stadium shows. I was thinking I could play some songs. That's okay? I'm just checking to make sure that this is in the right key because I've had this issue lately where I start a song and then I have to start it over with, which is sort of a recurring issue I used to have when I was like 14. It's come back. So, anyway, this is called Gorgeous. You should take it as a compliment that I got drunk and made fun of the way you talk. You should think about the consequence of your magnetic field being a little too strong. And I got a boyfriend, he's older than us. He's in the club doing I don't know what. You're so cool, it makes me hate you so much. Whiskey on ice, sunset and wine. You ruined my life by not being mine. You're so gorgeous, I can't say anything. You should take it as a compliment that I'm talking to everyone here but you. And you should think about the consequence of you touching my hand in a darkened room. If you got a girlfriend, I'm jealous of her. But if you're single, that's honestly worse. Cause you're so gorgeous, it actually hurts. Ocean blue eyes, looking in mine. I feel like I might sink and drown and die. You're so gorgeous, I can't say anything to your face. Just look at your face. And I'm so furious at you for making me feel this way. What can I say? You're gorgeous. You make me so happy, it turns back to sad. There's nothing I hate more than what I can't have. You are so gorgeous, it makes me so mad. You make me so happy, it turns back to sad. There's nothing I hate more than what I can't have. Guess I'll just stumble on home to my cats. Alone, unless you wanna come along. You're so gorgeous, I can't say anything to your face. Just look at your face. And I'm so furious at you for making me feel this way. But what can I say? You're gorgeous, make me so happy, it turns back to sad. There's nothing I hate more than what I can't have. You are so gorgeous, it makes me so mad. Make me so happy, it turns back to sad. There's nothing I hate more than what I can't have. You are so gorgeous, it makes me so mad. You're gorgeous.
It is so cute.
So much fun. It's so
Yeah.
much fun to dance to. Like even on the guitar, I was like, yes, it's fun.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Gorgeous is my favorite song on her new album, and anytime I hear it, it just makes me so happy. I can get down to it, I can just sit and smile to it. It's just an overall great song.
I think I can listen to her songs and I can just feel instantly better. Like I love her so much.
You guys are incredible. This is so fun. I want to say really quickly that AT&T DirecTV Now, they put on this party for us. Like everything that's gone on. They built this stage. They basically constructed all of this so that you would have a good time. And you know, just the entire party that you were at before the doors opened up and you realized it was also a concert. They put so much work into that. They put so much effort into it. There were so many like cues taken from music videos and lyrical puns and fun things that they created. So let's give a round of applause to them for us. Very nice of them to do that. Yeah, so this next song is a song that I wrote about. I was kind of thinking a lot about the concept of a reputation, because I knew very early on I wanted to name the album Reputation. It was one of the first things. So I was able to really kind of construct the album based on that concept. Usually, every time before, I think I've kind of come up with the title of the album pretty late in the process. So I'd be like, what are all these songs? What do they all kind of have in common? What's a word I use a lot? And so this one was different because I kind of built it out from the concept of a reputation. So there are a lot of like I'm angry at my reputation moments. There are like, I don't care about my reputation. I'm fine, okay? I don't care. And then there are these moments where it's very like, oh my God, what if my reputation actually makes the person that I like not want to get to know me? Like, oh no, that's reality that could happen. Like, and so when I was thinking about that part of it, where like your reputation, you're like, how real is it? Well, it's only real if it stops you from getting to know someone where you feel like you could connect with them in a really real way. So this is the song I wrote about that. And actually, I just found out that this song is top 5 at pop radio and #1 at Hot AC radio. So that's really nice. And yeah, so this ain't for the best. My reputation's never been worse, so you must like me from me. We can't make any promises now, can we, babe? You can make me a drink. Top out on the east side, where you at? Phone lights with my nightstand in the back. Come here, you can meet me in the back. Dark jeans and your Nikes, look at you. Oh damn, never seen that color blue. Just think of the fun things we could do. This ain't for the best. My reputation's never been worse, so you must like me from me. We can't make any promises now, can we, babe? You can make me a drink. Is it cool that I said all that? Is it chill that you're in my head? 'Cause I know that it's delicate. Is it cool that I said all that? Is it too soon to do this yet? 'Cause I know that it's delicate. Isn't it, isn't it, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it, isn't it, isn't it? Isn't it delicate? Third floor on the west side, me and you. Inside your mansion with the view. Do the girls back home touch you like I do? Long night with your hands up in my hair. Echoes of your footsteps on the stairs. Stay here, honey, I don't wanna share. This ain't for the best. My reputation's never been worse, so you must like me from me. Can't make any promises now, can we, babe? You can make me a drink. Is it cool that I said all that? Is it true that you're in my head? 'Cause I know that it's delicate. Is it cool that I said all that? Is it too soon to do this yet? 'Cause I know that it's delicate. Isn't it, isn't it, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it, isn't it, isn't it? Isn't it delicate? Sometimes I wonder when you sleep, are you ever dreaming of me? Sometimes when I look into your eyes, I pretend you're mine all the damn time. Is it cool that I said all that? Is it true that you're in my head? 'Cause I know that it's delicate. Is it cool that I said all that? Is it too soon to do this yet? 'Cause I know that it's delicate. Is it cool that I said all that? Is it true that you're in my head? 'Cause I know that it's delicate. Is it cool that I said all that? Is it too soon to do this yet? 'Cause I know that it's delicate.
Reputation album, it's fantastic. It's just amazingly written, and I think for me it's super relatable.
I was just amazed that somebody could put what you feel when you have a crush on somebody and you want to tell them into words.
I love her innovativeness, how she has grown through her music, how she shares her personal life with us.
looking back on writing a lot of songs about my life, because when I first play it live, I'm like obviously thinking about that experience that I had that inspired the song, that basic initial kind of experience that I had that I was writing about. And then it kind of over time it morphs, because like, first of all, time helps you get over things, right? It's like one, you hope, hopefully. That's the dream. But basically, I think that as time passes, what's so weird is that like my memory that I relive when I think of a certain song or when I play a certain song changes from being about a person that was in my life or an experience I had originally, and it kind of morphs into like times I've played the song and heard you singing it back, like super loud. So there's a song that I wrote that that thankfully you guys seem to like, which is so nice. And it's a song that originally it was a song that like every time I'd play it I'd be like, ugh, like, ow. And now I play it and I think of like the times I've played it in a stadium or an arena or my living room with you guys screaming the words back to me. And so it changed it. And I wanted to thank you for changing it, because it's kind of nice to sing a song that you're proud of, but not feel pain while you sing it. It's very nice. So with that in mind, this is called All Too Well. I walked through the door with you. Air was cold. Something about it felt like home. Somehow when I left my scarf there, it's your sister's house, and you still got it in your drawer even now. Oh, your sweet disposition, my wide-eyed gaze, was singing in the car, getting lost upstate. Autumn leaves falling down like pieces into place, and I can picture it after all these days. And I know it's long gone, and that magic's not here no more. And I might be okay, but I'm not fine at all. 'Cause there we are again on that little town street. You almost ran the red 'cause you were looking over at me. Wind in my head, I was there, I remember it all too well. Photo album on the counter, your cheeks were turning red. You used to be a little kid with glasses in a twin-size bed. Your mother's telling stories about you on the T-ball team. You told me about your past, thinking your future was me. And I know it's long gone, and there was nothing else I could do. And I forget about you long enough to forget why I needed to. 'Cause there we are again in the middle of the night, dancing around the kitchen in the refrigerator light. I'm still trying to find it after pleasure days and nights when you made me your own. Now you mail back my things and I walk home alone. But you keep my old scar from that very first week, 'cause it reminds you of innocence and it smells like me. You can't get rid of it, 'cause you remember it all too well. 'Cause there we are again when I loved you so, back before you lost the one real thing you've ever known. It was rare, I was there, I remember it all too well. Wind in my hair, you were there, you remember it all. Down the stairs, you were there, you remember it all. It was rare, I was there, I remember it all too well.
All Too Well has literally her best lyrics she's ever wrote. Quote me. And it was like so just amazing getting to hear that live because it's from 2 albums ago. It's like I never thought I could hear that live, but I finally did it. That was amazing.
It's kind of crazy that somebody so big as Taylor Swift was feeling the same emotions that I was feeling and that I could connect to her like that.
All Too Well had me sobbing. Hearing her play it up close was like,
I'm just kind of like way over the moon at this point. I still haven't processed this completely. It's not gonna hit me till afterwards. Nothing will ever top this.
Basically, this album, the way that I see it is I feel like it works sort of in a linear timeline. I feel like it starts in a certain place. It's like the album is sort of like a catharsis where like after I wrote it, I was like, oh, okay, wow, okay, so that's done. Like, but I had to say all of it because it really, I was feeling a lot of feelings. And so the album starts out and it's all very like bombastic and like, and it's really like, I think that there was a bit of a bait and switch that happened with this album when we put out Look What You Made Me Do, and we're like, guys, this album's gonna be one thing. And when the album came out, it's legitimately an album about finding love throughout all the noise. And so it starts with the noise and how that all makes you feel, and how it makes you feel when people are saying things about you that you feel like aren't true, and living your life sort of in defiance of that, in defiance of your reputation. And then sort of in the middle of the album, you kind of realize, okay, so how much do I really value that? Like, if you can find something real in spite of a bad reputation, then isn't that what matters the most to you? And doesn't it matter the most to you that you know who your real friends are now? Doesn't it matter? So, I found myself, like 2 New Year's Eves ago, I felt myself in the midst of a very like incredible 3 a.m. moment where you feel like you're invincible and you end up like jumping in a pool in the winter. And you feel super untouchable in that moment, and then the next morning you feel very fragile. And you're like, this is love. This is what love really is. Like, we all want to find someone to kiss at midnight. That's cool or whatever, but who's gonna want to hang out with you the next day when you're like Advil or nothing? Like, so this is a song about finding real love and finding someone to hang out with on New Year's Day. There's glitter on the floor after the party. Girls carrying their shoes down in the lobby. Candle wax and Polaroids on the hardwood floor. You and me from the night before, but don't we? be cleaning up bottles with you on New Year's Day. Squeeze my hand 3 times in the back of the taxi. I can tell that it's gonna be a long road. I'll be there, be the toast to the town, babe. If you strike out and you're crawling home, don't read the last page, but I say when it's hard or it's wrong, when we're making mistakes, I want your midnights, but I'll be cleaning up bottles with you on New Year's Day. Hold on to the memories, they will hold on to you. Hold on to the memories, they will hold on to you. Hold on to the memories, they will hold on to you. And I will hold on to you. Please don't ever become a stranger whose laugh I would recognize anywhere. Please don't ever become a stranger whose laugh I could recognize anywhere. I love you too. There's glitter on the floor after the party. Girls carrying their shoes down in the lobby. Candle wax and Polaroids on the hardwood floor. You and me forevermore. Don't read the last page, but I say when it's hard or it's wrong and we're making mistakes, I want your midnights. I'll be cleaning up bottles with you on New Year's Day. Hold on to the memories, they will hold on to you. Hold on to the memories, they will hold on to you. Hold on to the memories, they will hold on to you. I will hold on to you. Please don't ever become a stranger whose laugh I could recognize anywhere. Please don't ever become a stranger whose laugh I can recognize anywhere.
All of our dreams came true tonight. Thank you, Taylor.
Her whole message of, who do you want to like hang out with the next day after the party's over, and who's really there for you, who really has your back. And whenever I hear that song, I think of my friends, I think of my family, and it's really emotional to hear her play it, and to get to hear it in such an intimate setting is a priceless experience.
To see her in stadiums and then to see her like right in front of you in an intimate setting is incredible.
My heart was just pounding out of my chest. Like, she's amazing.
Thank you so much, Taylor Swift. We love you.
This is a song I don't do a lot acoustic, but I'm gonna try and see how it goes. So, this is called Shake It Off. I say I'm too late, got nothing in my brain. That's what people say. That's what people say. I go on too many days, but I can't make them stay. At least that's what people say. That's what people say.
When you came to me, you say you love me. When you tend to go, you make up their story. The broken heart you brought to my life, the bitter taste of a shameful life. Why you lied to me at the day you came? And why did you give me? We've been together too long enough. I know your soul as I know myself. You fool with me to date other guys. I know that you don't really love me. I just forgive and try to forget. Don't you really? Our faith has been sad today. I've been alone, walking around in the silent sound till the end of the blurry way. I felt some things blowing my ears. Lonely night, my heart was beating. I'm calling.